important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Smith. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Geno taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And able to find Decker. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Smith. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Ten-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20. They'll come out in the pistol. McFadden now on the counter. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
McFadden will be the lone setback. Now Smith, right side, there's Decker. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. From the red zone now, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, McFadden down right around the 25. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on comes the field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
If Jamal Charles plays here in 2016, I think 5 was the operative number for him. 5 1,000-yard years before last season, but only 5 games played in 2015.
For the current Chiefs all-time leading rusher. They come out here in the I. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an offset I. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And ready for 3rd and 6. To throw is Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time to step aside. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Kelsey out in the slot right. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The play clock's running down. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. Time running out here on the play clock. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.